So welcome to our weekly watch list video for the week commencing the 16th of December 2024. As always, please, if you could leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, that does wonders. Just trying to run through the likes of dollar index, US 30, Nasdaq, things like gold, and maybe a bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. We're looking to start to break higher, all-time highs. We're looking at 40.56 and at 107.603 for Bitcoin and Ethereum respectively. We're going to start off with the dollar index. We have obviously got our zone marked on here, and if you remember from previous weekly watch list videos, we were looking to short the dollar. So we were looking to sell the dollar. As you know, structure is broken. We obviously have to adjust our zones, we have to adjust the ranges that we're trading. Previously we were obviously trading south here, we were looking to sell around here, we sold off a little bit and then we started trending higher. So no doubt, we have to adapt what we're doing, we have to change what we're looking for and measuring. And the next point of interest would probably be somewhere in the region of 107.5, 600-ish, right? So around here again, pushing kind of yearly high certainly. So that's certainly in the crosshairs. October 23 was around 107 300-ish. So again, we're pushing yearly highs certainly, and we'll see what happens there. We have the likes of US 30. We're on quite a significant zone at the moment. We obviously have 4-hour, 8-hour demand here. We have our support zone. If we go into the 4-hour, let's go to the daily. In fact, you'll be able to see a bit of demand here. Potential pivot point we've annotated. So I'll be interested to see if that is something we can actually capitalize on, whether we start to double bottom here, and if we can start to scope out a potential long position, that would look something similar to this. We'd be targeting the last zone, and then we'd have our stop losses probably below this wick here, about 130 points. Yeah, fine. 3.45R, great. And again, we'd be looking to then sell off. We've had a really good trend. We're on the 8-hour, and that's a very evident trend. Again, on the 4-hour, even better, even clearer. If we look at the likes of the hourly, we can start to see again a very obvious trend, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can capitalize anything off the back of this. Now, I'd love to see longs back up to 44.260. We also have Nasdaq. So again, Nasdaq really taking off, pushing all-time highs. We haven't traded this high ever. 22k breach now, which is really significant. We were previously looking for a break of this structure, which didn't actually unfold. So we never actually got that opportunity, which is fine. We needed that break and subsequent retest to give us that signal to sell. But again, if it doesn't propose itself, then we can't obviously take a trade on that basis. Gold. Now, this is something we shared into our members and free group today. It responded really well, but again, not too much mileage, not too much volume. So it's interesting to see, just under 1R there. Again, we'll be targeting this kind of 26.10 eventually. But again, we just need to take one step at a time. Monday markets, fairly boring, fairly tame. Let's see what happens as the week progresses. There's certainly scope to see, price pull down to, 26.23 certainly, which is like this interim price here. If we mark on this, I think it was carried forward through there. So again, 23.23 or 26.23, certainly scope there. Aussie dollar, again, USD and Euro USD. As we approach the underside of 127, we could possibly see shorts. So this is certainly something we're going to now start to share. 127 like so, and then our stops maybe around 35 points, I'd say, targeting the previous low. And then again, potentially if the dollar keeps continuing to gain strength like so, and targeting 107.600-ish, we could start to see cable pull down to around 125. 125, quite a significant psychological price. Again, every 500 points, 1,000 points, it holds and bears somewhat significant. So again, eyes peeled on that target price. But certainly 127, we've got, again, if we annotate this, we'll have a series of confluences. We'll have H4, H8, SR. We'll have 127 whole number. And we'll have obviously a bearish trend, breakout and retest. So breakout, break out, retest. So again, we've sold off here and we've seen the subsequent pullback. So if we do stick a measure on, swing high, swing low, we're around 50%, which ties in with our fibs It ties in with our SR, it ties in with all of that as well. So, you know, there's a handful of confluences there. A lower time frame structure break would be great. What do I mean by that? I mean, you know, a little break and retest on the hourly. You know, we don't have too much after this big kind of 2-3 p.m. candle. We caught a big buy there. So we'll see what happens on that basis. But again, you know, as we're approaching that 127, you can see here we've almost pinned into it, -1 point. And then we've already responded by about 20. So, you know, it's certainly responding to that zone. Whether we get an entry that, you know, suits us, then we'll, you know, simply just have to wait and see. But, you know, it's certainly, you know, room for some potential shorts there on the dollar index fiber. So looking at Euro USD, again, too choppy, nothing of real significant interest. This is a much cleaner setup for us on the GBP USD, so we'll follow that more so. GJ, now GJ just on the underside, this is a previous zone we were trading from, wasn't it? So, you know, if we simply mark this on, you know, if the pound starts to sell off, what can we do? We try and cover, you know, 120, 200, let's go 250 maybe. Or 270, that just gives that previous stop a little bit more breathing space here. We're almost covering this kind of area of supply here, but I think that could be worthwhile. You know, we've got a 3-hour trade down to the previous zone, and then again, if we're trading between all of these zones here, you know, we could have possibly even a 7-hour potential trade there. And then on the daily, what do we see? What do we look like? Yeah, certainly food for thought there, and a bit of mileage to the downside if we can see something like that unfold. Euro, Japanese yen, USD, Japanese yen, again, nothing really too significant. You know, there's nothing of major interest there. It's mostly these GBP pairs, mostly gold, mostly these stock indices. So yeah, we wait and see what unfolds, and we'll go from there. If you haven't already, make sure you join and check out the descriptions below. We have a free Telegram channel. We have recommendations for our broker, Think Markets and Think Capital, and other goodies as well that you guys can get involved with. You can check out our socials and benefit from lots and lots of free daily value. So check it out. Make sure you leave a comment below, like, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.